Well, it was only a matter of time before we tackled some Led Zeppelin on this channel, and I thought we had to begin with their classic riff, Whole Lotta Love. A lot of people picked up the guitar in the first place just because of how kind of rockin' this particular riff was. So many incorrect tabs out there, so many places telling you to do things that are just totally wrong. So I'll show you how to play it properly as it's done on the record. But also I've been watching a lot of live performances from Jimmy Page and the gang. So I'll run you through how some of these bits are played, which perhaps you might not expect. But just to give you the riff. And then we'll get deep into the solo section, which is why we're all really here. So here we go, Whole Lotta Love, slide up, and then up pick. Loads of people think you hold the open string with this. There's two reasons why you don't. One, because it doesn't sound like that. And two, Jimmy Page plays this with an up pick. So you can't really catch this open D string. Not really. Nice little bend up to this power chord on the E. And don't forget that there's three notes here. Like that. So from the beginning, and note there's a few little interesting extra power chords in here which I'll show you on the tab. So from the beginning, double power chord there, same again. And then we're into this next line. So it goes round and round and round a few times. Then, this is where the interesting D power chord section comes in, which makes this whole riff very, very interesting. So if you follow from where I am here, there's one time round in this pattern, I've only separated it very slightly because there's a doubling. If you want to be a massive pedant, which of course this is what we're all about here, there's one particular time this comes round with a doubling of that power chord again. As we carry on, the riff continues and we're going to get this up note D power chord section again, so we'll just go through it one time. And this is the reason why we're all here. This is the kind of guitar solo that inspired many, many people. I've broken it up into phrases for you. So we'll start with phrase 1, which begins with these two E notes after the drum beat. So listen out for the drums if you're playing along with the record. Now you don't actually play these on the record, but Jimmy Page does sometimes play them live. You're going to jump up here to this shape. Very good shape to know. Using your second finger here. You can use your fourth finger or your third finger. I prefer using the third, but Jimmy Page uses the fourth. This is the hardest one, I think, in terms of rhythm. Probably familiar with that shape. Slide the second fret to the fourth fret on the G string. That's the hardest bit. Slide down from the 4 to the 2, so fourth fret to the second fret. Play this open string again. So there's not much picking going on here. I always just do that left hand fully, but I always forget this extra open note with the up pick, so just one more time. Next phrase. Back to this original shape from phrase 1. Now I use the third finger here because you need the strength and you need to come across with the fourth as well, so. Vibrato there. Now the most fun bit of the song. Now listening very, very, very carefully to the record, it does sound like Jimmy Page does the 17th fret with the first finger, 19th fret with a bend, and then third finger on the 20th. Using the third or fourth finger. I'm going to go for the second finger because it's exactly what it sounds like. Next shape, phrase 5. You can do that up, down or down, up, but I just think that I've seen Jimmy Page do it live up, down, which is why it's like that in the tab. This is another fun one with a lot of silly bending. You can also use your third finger, which I've written in the tab here. Gives you a little bit more strength, and I think that's what Jimmy Page does in numerous live videos, so you can do it like that. Then you'll hear a riff coming in underneath you. The original riff comes back. But you won't have time to play that if you're holding on this last note, so just skip it if you're playing along with the record. So. And then just rejoin when you've got back into it. Gonna go for that riff 9 times round, then this up picking action comes back again. Now this one isn't actually heard, it's not picked at all. I've written a little cross there just to remind you to not play it after the 9th time if you want to be massively specific to the record. And then this is where you wait for a little while, wait for the Robert Plant action to come in with the singing, way down inside. Then you're going to do this 7th fret. So it's an E chord, but with the barred third fingers. So you're going to catch this note to make it major. A full chord, play the bottom 4 strings. Then we're back into the main riff again, so you'll get the hang of it, but you're going to be playing it a lot. This is where it starts to change up a little bit, so you're going to slide up for the 12th fret. Catching the open string, but I think there's a mistake on the record here. So you hear the first time round, which sounds a bit wrong. So if you don't want to play what I think is a slight mistake on the record, you go for the 11th fret here. I've written a possible mistake in the tab. That goes around a few times, and we're just coming to the very end section now here where this riff comes around again and again and again. You can follow the tab for the exact specifics. As long as you get the principle right of sliding up. And then it kind of fades away, and that's the end of your song there. So you probably absolutely nailed this riff by now. but make sure you add in that extra third note, because a lot of people play it wrong like that. I mean, it's fine if that's what you're going for, but just if you're trying to play it like the record and you want to get your picking super up to speed. Because I'm telling you now, when you play it with the record, it's at a huge rate. Have a listen to this. This is up to speed. So just bear that in mind, that you're going to get faster and faster the better you get at this one. But I hope you enjoyed it. This is Led Zeppelin's Whole Lotta Love, a little guide of how to play it. We'll do more Led Zeppelin, of course, in the future. I mean, you know, I've got the t-shirt, so. But thanks for watching. Do subscribe, and if you want to hear more Led Zepp, or you're just enjoying the videos, please let me know in the comments below, and a little sub would help us out.